Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi if you are new here. So we're going to hop right into it. This is going to be a spirit baby message. And what's coming through already is this is going to be for those of you who are going to be on your second child. So this spirit baby coming through next is going to be your second child. Some of you could have experienced a loss. So you could have unfortunately had a miscarriage or maybe a stillbirth. And this is going to be your rainbow baby. So it will be like your second child. And I feel like with that, you would have been feeling and getting like nudges and hints from the soul of that child who didn't choose to be coming through for whatever reason, that they are growing up on the other side. They're reaching certain milestones on the other side. As you already know this intuitively. They want that confirmed to you. And this is going to be a different soul completely that's coming through. This is going to be a second child coming through for someone. So what messages need to come through, Spirit? I do feel like as well you've been doing so much healing on your inner child, really soothing your inner child, and particularly you'll be taking your inner child along with you for the ride. So when you know there's a big decision you're going to be making that is literally going to completely shift your external reality. So for example, bringing another child through, that's going to shift your life and your reality. You're telling your inner child, making sure they're along for the ride, they're along for the journey, that they're on board. They're showing the word that they are on board, because you know that the inner child can act as a block. And this can be sometimes through fear, and the inner child feels like it's protecting you when actually it's causing a hindrance and a block in your journey, and allowing you to have those open roads. So it's like you've been doing this inner work and connecting with little you, so your road is open, because they're showing me Lord Ganesh. We have here, the angels let me help set up a big surprise for you. I can't wait for you to see it. And that surprise is going to be this spirit baby coming through. You could be seeing twos everywhere, like repeating twos, 222. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing windfall. So maybe some of you guys are about to win a prize, win a windfall of money. Have like a back payment of money or checks coming in for someone. They're showing me checks now, but it's like a back payment. Maybe as well this is to do with the tax man. It could be like with a job where you got laid off and there was something dodgy going on there and you know it. You could have been fighting for this and it's about to be coming in for somebody, but they're showing me like a back payment and there's money coming in. For some of you, you could win a prize. What else, Spirit? Baseball, soccer and football. Oh joy. Get your sports gear ready because it's a boy. Some of you guys could be having dreams of your spirit baby, of a little boy. Or you could literally just be having dreams of like children, babies, and it's always a boy. When you have dreams like this, and it's a boy and it's a male, that is connected to finances. That's usually like a rebirth and a new beginning within your finances. And now they're showing me like the page in the tarot deck, the suit of the page. And the page is connected to children. So I feel like you guys are having a lot of dreams about children, and the child is always a boy, it's always a male. That could also mean that you will be having a child in this lifetime that's going to be a boy. Like this second baby could well be a boy for some of you, but it's also connected to this rebirth you are having, connected to your prosperity and to your abundance, because you need to be at a certain point. They're talking about money. You need to be at a certain point when it comes to money before this soul can come through, before they can align. So it's like your lack consciousness and your abundance blocks. You guys had to work through this before this soul could actually join you earthside. Exercising and moving your body is going to remove stuck energy and make you feel so good again. Don't forget to have fun while you were doing it. So you guys could be exercising and really moving your body. Some of you guys could have lost a lot of weight. I'm getting a shitload of weight. Maybe you've done like one of those transformation videos, or maybe you feel like you should have done that. Maybe some of you didn't do it and you're like, damn it, that could have gone viral on TikTok. Something like that's coming through. But maybe some of you guys are about to be going viral online. And because of your physical transformation, you've really been working on yourself. For some of you, you were told to do this by your doctor for health reasons and for your fertility, to help you conceive. It's like a completely different person. I'm being shown one person over here. It's the same soul, similar energy. And then the person over here is like a completely different person. But it's still you. Maybe people keep saying that to you. Like, wow, I almost didn't recognize you. It's like that energy that is coming through. What else, Spirit? Let's get one more card from this deck. Thanking you. We have Mama, Daddy is going through a spiritual awakening. Remember how much space you wanted during yours. So this could be you or your partner that's going through a spiritual awakening. It could well be connected to the energy of the full moon and the eclipse that we've just had, because this is when I'm sitting down to record this, but this reading is timeless. So maybe when you're watching this, you feel like you're in that energy of a full moon eclipse season. So everything's very, very intense. It's a death. It's that death energy. So it's given ego death. So this could be you or your partner that's currently going through this. Maybe they they need a bit of space or just a timeout. I don't know why, but I'm being shown like a timeout. Maybe they need a timeout right now. Some of you guys could have been arguing like through this spiritual awakening. Maybe that's what it triggered. Like things that were kind of festering and maybe you guys weren't bringing up to each other and it's all got pushed to the surface and it had to come out. Like you had to have this argument because you could be a couple that doesn't usually like argue. But this is something that needed to happen, like that necessary tower moment in order to bring you guys back together in a deeper way. I'm hearing no more secrets. Someone could have been hiding something to do with finances. Maybe they were struggling with finances. Or they just weren't being honest with what was going on with the finances. And because I'm hearing no more secrets. That's coming through for someone. We have here engineer. The blueprint is being activated for you both to be ready to conceive this child. Conception is an initiation, Spirit are saying. It's not just the labour and the birth. The conception is also an initiation. It's like the mechanics of the DNA really had to be activated to a certain extent to bring this these spirit babies through. Because obviously with each generation, right, the human being becomes more evolved. Well, some human beings become more evolved, some choose to stay in the karmic trenches, some choose to stay basically not using their brain cells. But you're not doing this, those of you who are watching this reading. So you're going to be bringing through those souls where you've done the groundwork, you've done the healing work, you've built these new foundations. You were the generational breaker, now you're that starter. Now your children that you have descendants that come through you and your bloodline, they're going to have that head start. They already have these foundations that you secured and they can build on top of it. So you're bringing through souls who hold more self-mastery and have less karma to clear than you did. They're still going to have karma. This is an earth school, but they've got less than you, so they've got that head start. But some of you, your children could be destined to be engineers and create powerful blueprints when it comes to technology, and still connecting the consciousness of Christ within that technology. Because this is where human beings, we need to get that balance right, and making sure, and when it comes to like science, making sure that we acknowledge the God in science and the science within God. There's a balance, because they're showing me a pendulum that's swinging, and then when these children come through and they're being born, the pendulum stops. So they're bringing things back into balance, and this includes technology, and it's also connected to science. We have here storyteller. Yeah, so these souls coming through, they remember who they are. And they're full of magic, they're full of colour, they're very connected to themselves, they're very connected to spirit, very connected to their roots, to their origin, and where they come from when they're born into this earthly realm. So it's given very, very grounded. I feel like they're going to choose to wear like really colourful clothes. And you know when you get to a certain age, like toddlers, you can like ask them what do they want to wear. They can choose their own clothes, and they tend to go for like the brightest things or like patterns that just don't match. And you're like, what the heck? But this is what is coming through, so that's what they're going to be doing. But a lot of them are going to want to play dress up. They're going to love dressing up as their favourite like cartoons, heroes. Particularly, I'm hearing heroes, and I'm being shown Batman, so they could have a fascination with Batman. It's like capes, because they're showing me Superman as well. Like anything where they get to wear a cape and run around. We have here trickster, the magician. This is what you guys have been removing from your life. And knowing who those people are that are too low vibrational to be around you, because this is where the dark forces, and this is where lower level entities can use these people and kind of speak through them to get you to doubt yourself, and to get you to be like push yourself off of your own path. It's like when you're looking into people's eyes now, you're literally seeing if something else is moving through them, whether it's the human being or whether it's God, whether it is spirit. You're seeing it very, very clearly on people's faces and within their eyes, because you've committed this alchemy within yourself, and it's all to do with the healing, with you guys going down that Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole and not going mad, like keeping your sanity. It's like you take what resonates and then you mold it into your own thing. You walk your own authentic spiritual path. That's the way you're supposed to be doing it. So you guys have morphed into that alchemist. Some of you could have experienced a spiritual psychosis at some point within your journey. And I do feel like this is when you were going down a certain rabbit hole. It pulled you into a spiritual psychosis. And you realise this. Some of you realise this like after 6 months. You could have been in that energy for a good 6 months. You were like, what the fuck? And then you pulled yourself out of it. We have here athlete. But these things were happening because you need to know how to best guide your children, because they're going to be very, very powerfully in tuned, which means they are going to have a spiritual and supernatural abilities. They're going to be right here at the surface. They're not going to be repressed. So it's like they're showing me a watering can, and Spirit want you to water these gifts, not kind of tell them to try and fit in and keep it on the hush hush. You need to be watering these gifts and teach them how to use them and how to have these boundaries up within this spirit and not go into that spiritual psychosis. And now you've experienced that, you know how to best teach that or prevent that from happening. Some of them could be destined to be an athlete. Again, I'm just getting a lot of space. Some of them could literally work with technologies that work with rockets because space is coming through. They could just have a curiosity when it comes to space, when it comes to the astral realm. I'm hearing metaphysics when it comes to metaphysics. Some of them are going to be obsessed with meteors and fire. They feel very, very connected to fire. They could be a fire sign like a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. With that, you will need to be mindful if you're like someone who burns a lot of candles within their home. You're going to realize at a young age that your baby's just going to stare and be mesmerized by the candle. But when they start moving, because they're going to try and like grab and get it. But they could be destined to be like a footballer, a runner. I'm being shown karate. Looks like karate. Could be like Brazilian jiu-jitsu as well. They're bringing in my mind. We have visionary. Yeah, they're a visionary. Look at that crystal ball. Look how powerful they are when it comes to their sight. They are the oracle. A lot of these children coming through who are choosing to come through you guys. Because again, they keep showing me like the plan, like the foundation. You put the foundation down, this new foundation that you have built, and you have the plan. You know how to navigate them to the treasure. It's like you hold the treasure map. Some of you guys could be wearing jewelry recently that is connected to your lineage or connected to the country you are from. Maybe you're very, very proud of like the patterns and the colours, the traditional clothes and jewelry of where you are from. I feel like you've been wearing that recently, or maybe you've been researching it to learn more about it. It's like you're going to feel cool to connect more with your roots before this child comes through. We have here saboteur. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. The shadow side induces self-destructive behavior of the desire to undermine others. So you stop self-sabotaging yourself when it comes to your journey, when it comes to your path, and you chose to rise up and be the alchemist. Some of you guys as well in your past, if you were looking at people with like envy or jealous eyes, it's like you could shook yourself out of it. You're like, ooh, no, I don't want to be that person. You shook yourself out of it. So you're very mindful of how you look at other people. This is a very like endearing trait. This is a trait about you that your spirit baby watches and they really love about you. Because there's a lot of people who are walking around who are kind of just like pointing the finger and blaming other people for the things that are going wrong within their own lives, or are looking at other people with this jealousy and this envy, and they keep looking and they keep staring. They don't realize they have the strong stare and they're not doing anything about it. They're not realizing that they can pull themselves up to a higher vibration if they did the work. They could have the nicer things within life. But again, it takes work and it takes discipline. It takes courage to step up and shine your light. And be who other people kind of laugh at or point at when you are being your authentic self. I'm talking about a hot air balloon, and they're pointing to the fact that a hot air balloon is like powered by fire. So again, there's something significant about fire and about a flame. Maybe you guys have recently been on a hot air balloon, or you want to go on one within your lifetime. Some of you guys could have recently had someone very close to you pass away 2 years ago. They could have called you like lovely or lovey, or my love or my lovely, or something about lovey, lovey, love that is coming through. They could have nicknamed you with. We have I feel healthy and happy. This is who they are on the other side. They're free. They are free. And they're seeing from the higher perspective. So if they were to ever like put you down in when they were on earth in this lifetime, they understand now and they see, and they're apologizing. Some of you could have literally seen the word sorry in the sky. Or there's a certain magazine that they were subscribed to. And maybe you were going through their things and you were in their house and you were just noticing the word like sorry on the magazines that was just like staring at you. You could have just been going through it like, why do they have so many of these? Why did they keep them? Why did they hoard so much stuff? And you're noticing when you're going through the stuff, the word sorry on everything is just standing out because that's them speaking to you. What else, Spirit? They could have been very, very tall. Or there's something about them being torn out on the other side because they've grown on the other side. So now they're taller in spirit. We have my mind is free, yeah. So there's something about how they used to think when they were on earth, and it was maybe full of like a lot of prejudice or judgment or shaming. And they're realizing this now on the other side. They're seeing the error of their ways. They're wanting just to make sure that you saw that sorry and you knowing that's from them. So but I do feel like they talk to you through the sky, through the clouds, where you're getting your messages. And maybe when you guys are traveling, you get messages from them that like they're there with you, they're traveling with you. What else, Spirit? We have, I thought it was upside down, it's not. Herbal kitchen, alchemist. Yeah, you are the alchemist. This is what you've morphed into, and they're using the word morphed. So you've had very, very powerful transformations like throughout your life, but this recent one you guys have just had, it's like a proper glow up to the point that people probably will be saying to you, I almost didn't recognize you. Maybe like people that you know are like almost walking past you when you're bumping into them in the street. Or even if you've like arranged to meet up with a friend or a family member, and you go to meet up the place and they call you, they're like, oh, I can't see you, and they're literally right in front of you looking at you. You're like, dude, like hello, I'm right here. That's how much you've changed, though. And it's not just like about the physicality, but for a lot of you, I do believe that's what's shifted a lot. It's your soul. It's coming right to the surface, right at the forefront. It's glowing. It's literally shining out of you. So again, there is like prosperity. There's money coming in. I'm just staring at the garlic. So maybe some of you guys have been eating a lot of garlic at present. You could be doing this as like an anti-inflammatory thing to bring down any inflammation within the body. Others of you, this is like connecting to energy vampires and people that were coming around you your whole life, just trying to take from you or lean on you. You know, when people lean on you too much. You could have been that friend who always wants to support people and be there for them. But I feel like some people will lean on you a little too much. And it's like that energy is being returned back to you. Because when that happens, people do kind of suck and pull at your energy. That's being returned back to you. But any energy vampires that have been around you have been trying to get to you recently, they can't. What else, Spirit? That's what happens, right? When you move yourself up to your to a higher timeline, to the point where these energy vampires and these people who are sending psychic attacks in the evil eye, they can't see you anymore. You literally don't exist in their reality when you quantum leap to that point that you pull yourself to this frequency, because they don't exist here. They exist in the vibrations and the frequency that are in the more karmic realms, the karmic realities. We have prosperity. Your harvest is coming in. Your spiritual inheritance is coming in. And this was always supposed to happen this way, where it comes in and then the spirit baby comes in as well. Again, there's something about you that is literally glowing. I do feel like it's your aura. Your aura is very strong right now. So it's literally just ricocheting any attacks or heavy energies that are trying to penetrate and get at you. They're ricocheting off. You guys could be seeing harvest everywhere at present. Maybe you're like driving past a lot of farms and stuff like that. And you're noticing they're like harvesting their crops right now. What else, Spirit? I think Halloween or like autumn, fall time is going to be significant. Also spring. We have unity, coexistence and tolerance. And you're someone who looks out at the world right now and there's all this chaos going on. We're on the brink of like a race war, gender wars, all this stuff. And you're looking around like, for fuck's sake, why can't people just love each other? And most people, this is the thing, is most people, because the minority is going to be the crazies, isn't it? It's going to be the psychopaths. So most people are just wanting to get on with their lives. But right now there is a focus on that minority who are trying to ruin it for everybody else. But this is what is being ushered in. It does look like chaos. It looks like madness and there's a lot of division going on. But ultimately this is to get people to wake up and realise we're better when we work together. We're all pieces of the puzzle. In order to see the whole picture, we all need to put our pieces of the puzzle together. Like that's how Earth is supposed to be. At its like highest vibration and highest state, which we are. We've got a way to go. But we're moving towards that, right? And we have here Thomas, mind trap and doubt, yeah. We're supposed to be there for one another, and particularly for those who were wounded. If you have the means and the resources to extend your hand and help somebody else who doesn't, who's down in the dumps, you do that. That's what you believe. That's the truth that you hold. That's what you're going to be teaching your children. And that's how they're wanting to be raised, these souls who are choosing to come to you. That you guys have done a lot of mending, of putting yourselves back together. So you could have a lot of wounding within your lifetime. Some of you guys could have been physically abused at some point in your lifetime. Others of you could have been in an accident that caused this kind of tear within your body where you would have had to go to the hospital and get it sewn up. They're pointing to a leg, so for some of you this could have been your leg. Some of you watching, it may not be you that's about to be having this child. It could be your child. So you could be about to become a grandparent for the second time. Or maybe you got 2 children coming in at once. We have love thy neighbor, being of service. Yet this is who you are. You have a very powerful heart, a very genuine, innocent heart. There is an innocence about you. It's because you're tapped into your inner child, your childlike nature. And where you've been working on yourself and healing, you've released this tension from your body. So now you know how to kind of lighten up. And it's not just the physical. It's about how you go about this life, how you show up for other people, how you show up for yourself. There's something that's lighter about you now. You guys could be finding feathers everywhere. Some of you guys could be seeing hearts everywhere. You could literally be seeing angels. Or like pictures of angels and cherubs as well, because the cherub is connected to spirit babies. Some of you guys could work at a homeless shelter. Maybe you volunteer. Maybe you work for a charity, or you're just someone who gives to a lot of charities, particularly to people who don't have much and they need clothes. Or maybe you tend to donate your clothes a lot to charities. Let's get some spirit baby signs for you. We have daydreams. You could be someone who daydreams a lot. When you do daydream though, you're not just daydream. It's like you're meditating, you're visualizing. Sometimes you are getting waking visions. Some of you, this could be how you've seen your spirit baby. Like you've seen what they're going to look like when they're here in the physical. What else? Fruit. You could have a sweet tooth. Maybe this is your partner and this spirit baby coming through. This card always reminds me of the fake fruit. You know, the plastic toys that you get for the little ones. So you could already have that for the child. Some of you already have a child. We have glitter. This is connected to the clothes they're going to choose to be wearing. Like it's got to have a lot of colour, a lot of patterns. That's what they love. And maybe some of you guys, like you may want to dress your child in like more neutral colours. And these cute outfits that you think they match. Or outfits that you can twin in. But they just want the most outrageous stuff. I'm hearing the word outrageous and you're looking at it like, why have they chosen to wear that? We have here spirit baby reading. So some of you guys could have recently got a personal spirit baby reading. Or you need to. And this is just going to confirm what you already know. Or this could be happening on collective spirit baby readings that you are watching. You could be getting like confirmations. And maybe these confirmations are like coming in twos. We have Wizard of Oz. This is you walking that yellow brick road path. And this is what you're going to teach your child. You're leading them to walk on the yellow brick road path too. To be their weird and wonderful self. Some of you guys could love this movie, Wizard of Oz. Also Alice in Wonderland was coming through. We have street sign. So you could be seeing certain baby names on street signs. Get one more. We have Harry Potter. Not surprising. There's that wizard, warlock energy coming through. The witch energy. The oracle. The clairvoyance. Powerful sight. These children are... They literally hold that energy of Harry Potter and of Jesus Christ. Like they are the one. They are the chosen. They are the anointed. They are children of the Most High God. And they've come here to get shit done. They've come here with a divine mission and with a purpose. You guys could have recently watched Harry Potter again. I started watching the whole franchise again. You could literally be obsessed with Harry Potter. Or maybe you read the books. But I feel like you could prefer, for a lot of you, you could prefer the books of movies that come from a book, that are made from a book. You prefer reading the book. I feel like I'm tuning into people who sometimes get annoyed when they change a lot of things when it comes to the movie. They're like, no, that's not what happened. That doesn't even make sense. We have here... some of you guys could have done like media studies in school, because you know when you do that sort of thing, or maybe you did it in college, and then when you're watching programs and films, you kind of like pull everything out that you were taught in those lessons. That's coming through for someone. We have at first quarter, so this moon phase could be very significant to the conception or the birth of this child. We have a Sunday. They could be conceived or be born on a Sunday. Sunday could be that day that you take that time for yourself and for the Most High God. And this could be where you get the most downloads and messages from spirit, but from your spirit baby as well. Maybe that's like the only day of the week where you literally have time for yourself, because you could work throughout the week and then maybe you make plans on the Saturday, and the Sunday, this is when you chill. Because it's when you're relaxed and you're just having time for you. This is when your spirit baby, you can hear them. They're saying that's when mom or dad can hear me. We have here during Virgo season. So Virgo season could be significant for you guys. What else, Spirit? Thank you. We have October. Yeah, October, Halloween was coming through as significant. The fall and autumn and also spring. And we have during Aquarius season. So Aquarius season could also be very significant. I want to get some poems. Can I get Spirit Baby poem, please? Thank you. Okay, so the first one here is, surprise, surprise, also an FYI. Mommy, I told you so. We'll be reunited before you know. I can already feel you holding me in your arms. My favourite trees will be palms. Sunshine and coconut. Sometimes I may drive you nuts. Daddy's so cool, he's got some guts. Standing up for what's right. You'll always find him by your side. I hope you sleep well tonight. Please put aside your pride. I hate it when you guys have fights. Mercury retrograde is playing its games. By March the 3rd, you'll have my name. I love it. I know you both feel the same. Perfectly fitting like that brand new kitchen. Mummy, Daddy, I'm coming home. Don't feel bad about that thing you had to postpone. Ring, ring, God's calling. I've got to go. Love you more than you know. Yeah, so there's that confirmation coming through for those of you who may have recently had a fight. And you don't like fighting with your partner. I'm getting like a feeling you guys don't usually have fights. Yeah, sure, you may bicker, disagree, have debates, blah, blah, blah. But this, it felt like an actual fight, like a tower moment. And maybe one of you had to leave the house and get some air and went on a walk. And you could have slept in like separate places. So maybe one of you slept in the bed, one of you slept on the sofa. I heard him. So maybe one of you was like, you're not sleeping in the bed tonight. I don't want to be near you. And this is the thing as well. You don't want to go to bed like angry with one another. But it was just that a little blip, and it was necessary because stuff had to come out and come to the surface. March could be significant. March is also connected to springtime. Then maybe you guys have a realization and an aha moment when it comes to March. Others of you could be conceiving then. We have here Mother Mary. Mother Mary is here with a prayer she holds dear. To truly know your heart, allow your fears to depart. Welcome in gentleness, true power is in vulnerability. Rose energy surrounds you now. Rise into the divine feminine, delve deep into the womb. A birth is coming soon, which calls you to know your breath. Surrender concerns around death. The mother and fetus are one, their heartbeats dance to the same drum. Contract and push together, love pulls us through any weather. So Mother Mary is coming around you guys strongly. They reminded me the other day that I saw a few ladybugs. And usually you don't see them now because they start dying off. But I noticed that I was seeing ladybugs the other day. So you guys could be seeing ladybugs everywhere. Maybe for some of you they're like landing on you. But Mother Mary is very strongly around you. And I'm staring at a birth is coming soon. A birth is coming soon. These spirit babies, they're joining you earthside sooner than you think. Let's get one more poem. Okay, we've got two. They want these read at the end. They just want to get some messages from this deck here. What messages need to be coming through, Spirit, from this deck here? Thank you. See the way that slid out? We have here, it's kind of like smooth the way it came out. So maybe like you and your partner, like with each other, you could be very, very smooth. There's like a lot of flirty energy. We have here a lot of chemistry. 33. And you see the rose in the cage, but the cage door is open. The key is there because you two are the key to each other. You and your partner, you're the key to each other's hearts, to each other's souls, and to each other's blueprints. It's like you activate one another. So that's giving like soulmates, divine counterparts. Of a higher level, right? And they're pointing at the 8. So you could be a life path 8, or you could be seeing this angel number everywhere. The same with the 33. You could be seeing the angel number everywhere. Keys. Maybe you're having dreams of keys, of you finding keys. Or you're putting a key into like things that don't make sense in the dream. And they're showing me a cloud. So maybe some of you guys are like dreaming that you're flying, and then you have this key and you pull it out and you like put it in the cloud and unlock the cloud. It's like something like that. You know, we have these weird things happen when you're in the astral and you're having these dreams. But that was coming through is significant for somebody. And this spirit baby is going to be activating both of you in the way that you are not expecting. This child coming through is a joy. They are a gift from the Most High God. And you aren't going to realize until they are here, they're in your arms and you're watching them grow. What else, Spirit? That's also a confirmation and a sign not to give up, because some of you are close to reaching a goal you've been trying to reach and you could be getting a bit frustrated. We've got the polar bear here. So the winter time could be significant, but I'm taking this as protection, that you are protected. And you see how it looks like it's kind of dancing on the water, dancing on ice, dancing on ice. That's a program, isn't it? Maybe some of you guys watch it. You could be dancers yourself. Maybe you enjoyed ice skating. You could have had a significant date with your person where you went ice skating. And there's another movie that's coming through with that. It's Narnia. You know, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Narnia is coming through as significant. So this first poem we have here is: I hope I grow like Daddy, he's the tallest. Both physically and spiritually a one kind of a fella. Used to drink too many cans of Stella, but he's now got that under control. If not, Mummy gives the look and he knows. I get it too when she catches me picking my nose. Not in public, she shouts. It makes me giggle real loud. Cheeky little me, what other way is there to be? There's a confirmation coming through for those of you that resonate with the person on the other side, who was saying sorry to you on the other side, who's grown and they're taller in the spirit. They're coming through with the confirmation. But others of you, this feels like obviously this is more for the divine masculine energy. Maybe they went out on the weekends and were like drinking too much, went out with their mates a lot. And obviously when you're planning to have children, they kind of have to slow down on that. And maybe that's what you had an argument and a fight about, like asking them, okay, you're going to have to slow down on this. You could be looking at where you need to budget and where you need to save money. Maybe you're like, okay, we could save money here if you weren't going out or going on trips with the boys so much. Like that sort of thing. That could have triggered the argument. We have here, Pop goes the weasel. I love to tease my brothers and sisters. Some may be conceived by different misters. My feet may be prone to blisters. I'm always breaking in new shoes. I could be an NBL player or work in construction as a bricklayer. One thing's for sure, I need to be out the door. Always on the move like I've got something to prove. You gotta grab life by the balls. I really don't like shopping malls. Mum and auntie will be dragging me around, kicking and screaming too. I'm noisy when not in the mood. Usually this is where mum gives in to naughty food. So here's a confirmation for some of you. These children coming through, they could be destined to be an athlete. So maybe that is NBL, could be football and being shown like running as well. It could be like ice skating. It's going to be anything really is connected to using your body, being an athlete in that way. Some of them could have a lot of energy where you're at the point like, what the hell? I'm getting a woman who you could consider yourself having like high energy and be like, yeah, okay, I'm ready for children. Even if you're a bit older in age and you're worried about whether you're going to be able to match their energy level. But a lot of you are going to be like, man, what the fuck? They don't stop. And so a lot of them are like really, really fast because they're showing me like Sonic. I know you're playing the game, if you ever played Sonic, right? You're playing the game and he's like bashing into the sides trying to collect all the coins. That's what I'm seeing. So some of them are going to have that wild child crazy energy because now they're showing me that little boy. I forget what he's called with the crazy black hair from the wild thornberries. But they're showing me him. That was coming through as significant. But that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there. If you want your own personal reading, my website is in the description below. But I'll see you in another video.